Friday, June 3rd at 1:20 a.m., Stephanie arrives by Uber at 224 30th Street East of Palmetto. This is the residence of William Redden. He's 51 years of age. Once Detective Boggs and our detectives learn of this location, they go to Mr. Redden's residence. They talk to him. He verifies that Stephanie was there on that Friday. He tells them that they hung out for a while and that Stephanie left the residence that next morning. He gives detectives consent to look throughout the residence. They find out that Mr. Redden had numerous cameras outside of the home and also inside the home. He allows them to take the DVR for these cameras. He tells them that they do not record inside of the residence. He was wrong. Detectives start to view the content on the DVR and determine that Stephanie was in fact there, and this is what we know. At some time during the night, Stephanie dies inside that residence. We do not know the cause of death at this time, but what we do know is that William Redden does nothing about it. He doesn't call 911, he doesn't call authorities, he doesn't call anyone. We can see through the video at 12:20 p.m. on Friday, June 3rd, we can see him dragging her lifeless body through the house, wrapped in a white sheet. We can see him load I don't know if now they say that, I don't know what color the sheet was, but I'm assuming it was white. They can view him loading the body into a vehicle, and then he leaves that location with Stephanie inside that car, deceased. We go back to the residence with this information to try to talk to Mr. Redden once again. He refuses to talk to us. He is charged at that time with abuse of a corpse, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession of an altered firearm. The firearm that he has in his residence has serial numbers that were filed off. We frantically try to locate the area that he may have taken Stephanie to. We start to gather information off of his electronics, and while we're doing that, last night at about 6:50 p.m., two citizens were walking in the area of 26th Street Court East and 29th Street East in Palmetto. This is a field next to some railroad tracks, and they find Stephanie's body in a deep ditch, about 12 feet deep. They see her in that ditch. They call us. We respond. Stephanie was badly decomposed. It took us a while to be able to identify her, but we have positively identified her, and we have notified the family. We are deeply sorry for their loss, but we continue to investigate this, and further charges will be forthcoming. I will tell you that William Redden is a piece of crap. That's what he is. He had an opportunity to call law enforcement, to call 911 to try to save her, or to do something, to let anyone know. He's an 8-time convicted felon. He's got multiple charges for possession of cocaine, sale of cocaine, possession of firearm by convicted felon, along with misdemeanor battery charges and multiple driving while license suspended charges. He still is refusing to talk to us. We will continue to investigate this, but we want you to know that our hearts break for the family of Stephanie Shennefield. Take any questions that you have.
Were there any drugs or drug paraphernalia in the home found
We're not going to get to into that right now. We're going to continue to wait, and we're working with the medical examiner right now to determine the cause of death. But we'll bring all that to you at a later date.
Do you know how they knew each other?
Do not.
Can you just talk about how horrible this is? She dies in his home. He does nothing. He probably could have called for help.
He could have done a lot of things, but that's not his character. The only thing he thought of was trying to get rid of the evidence that's inside of his car. And that was a human being. That was someone that was truly loved in this community. Stephanie has a lot of friends in Manatee and Sarasota County. She is popular. She's outgoing. They knew Friday that something was wrong when she didn't show up to a concert that they were scheduled to attend. She didn't show up for work on Sunday. That never happens. They knew that something was terribly wrong. And he could have put an end to that by calling us early Friday morning, but he chose not to.
In the video, is there anything of like him striking her or anything like that?
We're not going to get into that right now, Tim, only because we need to determine the exact cause of death. And we will get back with you and make sure that you have all that information. But we don't want to speculate at this time because we just don't know.
How helpful were those surveillance cameras, especially him saying that they didn't work, knowing that they did capture that video?
They made the entire case. They gave us everything that we needed. Thankfully, he's ignorant and didn't know that because it worked for us.
Sheriff, family and friends have been raising money, looking for Stephanie, printing flyers for a week, and you had a suspect in custody for that entire time?
No, we did not. No, we did not.
Can you explain that? I mean,
We found out Wednesday, after looking at some of the video surveillance, that there were some possible evidence inside that house. He was charged yesterday, on Thursday, with the abuse of a corpse and the possession of a firearm. So he was charged yesterday. See, unfortunately, when all this is going on, Stephanie's already deceased. By the time they start notifying us, by the time we start to get the word out to the media, by the time they are printing flyers, she's already deceased in that ditch.
Do you know if the loved ones are familiar with Mr. Redden?
We don't believe so. We know that the mother has no idea who he is. I don't know if any of the friends at this time have any clue about any relationship she was having with them.
But we know he was a drug dealer.
I'll say it. Anything else? All right.
Sir, can you also elaborate on the charge for abuse of a corpse? What is the qualifications for that charge in this case?
Repeat that.
Can you tell us more about like the charge for abuse of a corpse? Is that for disposing of the body? Is that what the charge is?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's against the law to take a deceased person and dump them into a ditch and leave them there.
do you have other charges pending today?
We don't have anything pending right now. We're still investigating, and hopefully we'll have some more charges forthcoming. But we're still very active in this. We still have a lot of work to do, and that's what the detectives are working on right now. Anything else? Thank you all.